All right, we are live. Well, should we wait for some time to let people join, or shall we
Yes,
begin?
we can get started first.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to each and everyone who has joined the session today. Today, we're here to discuss the Demandgen campaign, which is one of the AI-driven, Google Ads campaign. There are many questions around this particular campaign, as we heard many questions, and some of you might have tried this campaign, and some of you might not have. But not to worry, we'll take you through it either way. Before really get on to the session, let me quickly introduce myself. This is Vasanti, and I come up with 6+ years of experience in digital ads ecosystem. And I'm going to be a facilitator for today's session. And with me, we also have Vinay as a co-facilitator. We'll let him quickly introduce himself. And yeah, over to you, Vinay.
Thank you, Vasanti. Hi, everyone. My name is Vinay, and I've been associated with digital marketing field with 8+ years now in different streams in troubleshooting, campaign management, and optimization. I'm very much excited to take you through the Demandgen campaign today, and I hope this the session that you're going through is informative and you take lots of knowledge from this. Over to you, Vasanti. I'll join you guys in the second part of the session.
Thank you, Vinay. And just a quick note here, if anybody have any question throughout the entire session, please leave your question in the chat box so that we'll address your question at anyhow. Before we get on to the real session, let's quickly go over what we will be covering today. First, we will talk about why demand gen. In this part, we will explain why this type of ad campaign is becoming so important now. And next, we will also look at what's new in demand gen campaign. So Google keeps making updates, right? So we will show you the latest improvements into the demand gen campaigns. Then we will also share some of the success stories from other advertisers who have used the demand gen campaign very effectively. After that, in the second half of the session, we will also explain the video action to demand gen upgrade. If you have used video action campaigns, this part is definitely for you, as we will show you how they are changing over to demand gen and the extra benefits that you will get after this upgradation. Finally, we will finish with tips and best practices. We will give you clear advice on how to start demand gen campaign and how to optimize demand gen campaign and improve your demand gen campaigns to get the best results for your client's business. So let's quickly get on to the first part of the topic, the demand gen. Let's explain why demand gen. Let me explain this with an example. Imagine Fresh Bites. I'm just like considering a brand as a product. For example, a new online meal kit delivery service that just launched in Hyderabad. So initially, they launched a campaign. For example, launched a campaign of search. Here they actually target people who search for the meal kit delivery Hyderabad or meal kit services near me, such keywords. Those people only can see their ads through the search campaign. This is great for capturing existing demand, but what about all the people who don't know about the meal kits yet, or haven't even thought about signing up for one? But a fresh bite would have missed that opportunity to reach those potential customers, right? But when they launched this demand gen campaign, uh, we all know that, right? Demand gen campaign uses Google's AI, so the ads go to people Google thinks might like easy cooking, based on what they exactly watch on YouTube or read on Google discovery feed, or follows the news articles or emails they get on Gmail, right? It also captures the existing attention with visually engaging ads by creating video ads showing delicious meals being prepared quickly, or happy families enjoying dinners, and also the testimonials from the existing customers. They also use attractive image ads showcasing their fresh ingredients. Also, with demand gen, you get broad reach by capturing customers at different placements. So We all know that, right? It targets someone, it targets from YouTube, it targets Gmail, and also it captures the customers from the Google discovery feed also. For example, if you see YouTube, someone sees a bites ad, they weren't even looking for a meal kit services, but the ad makes them think about this particular brand. And also it targets someone checking their Gmail mail feed as well, who sees a tempting fresh bites ad in their promotions, and someone scrolling their Google discovery feed looking for something, some particular news, and sees a new nice ad for fresh bites which captures the user attention. So to conclude this, demand gen helps fresh bites find new customers who weren't even looking for the product yet, or who doesn't even know their brand yet or services yet. It plants the idea in their heads, which is creating interest and helps the business grow much bigger than just waiting for people to search for their brand, right? Now, if you see, grow your business beyond what you can capture today. If you see the picture on the right hand side, it actually represents like a sort of funnel, let's say, wherein if you see the small circle inside the middle circle, there it actually focuses on the people who are ready to buy your product or services, where your search campaign comes into the picture to capture those particular audience. Wherein in the second circle, the just below the small circle, those who already know your product and services will also search and buy your product anyhow, right? Because those are your existing audience and whoever heard your product or heard your services. But what about the people who doesn't know your product or services yet? You need to reach much larger group of people who are still exploring and discovering the untapped opportunities. That's where demand gen campaign is specifically designed, and to connect with those specific audience. So to create new interest and demand that cannot be possible through the search campaign alone, this demand gen campaign allows advertisers to expand their customer base very significantly. Now, people are more often to find new things online now, right? More than half of us often just browse the internet and stumble upon new products or brands when we weren't even looking for them. We definitely see, right? You might see many new brand promotions while watching YouTube content, or you will find some new brands or services while checking your mail feed, or looking for some news article. You can find a lot more new brands that you don't even heard of them, right? Here if you see the picture on the right, it clearly shows that the way people buy things is not linear anymore. You might first become aware of something, could be a brand or service, then you might get interested in that particular brand or service, and eventually you might make a purchase of that particular product. It's a journey with twists and turns, right? Full of unexpected discoveries. So the big idea is here is because people are so open to discover new things online by just browsing, it's just a great chance for businesses or advertisers to show them new products and brands, even if they're not actively searching for them through the demand gen campaign. Now, that's why brand needs to be there when it matters the most, right? Today, people are always online, just looking around, finding new things without even searching for the same, right? So, businesses cannot just wait for people to search for what exactly they sell. Instead, businesses or advertisers need to actively show their products and also ads to people while they're just browsing or watching videos or scrolling multiple YouTube shorts, for example, through different apps and websites. By doing this, businesses can get people interested and make them want to buy things. At the exact moment they discover something new, unexpected online, probably they might be interested in that product, they might be thinking to buy that product, right? Now, how do you connect with your audience to grow your business through the demand gen campaign? So to grab people's attention, especially younger consumers, like let's say Gen Z audience, businesses are now using ads that tells a story and make you feel really involved. They're not just showing your product but creating an experience around it with a graphical representations, with a fully HD videos, a lot many images, right? While there are more ways to reach people, it's also getting more complicated. How do you make sure your ads seen by the most people, that they actually notice and remember your brand or ads, right? And that you get the most ROAS for both short term sales and longer term sales growth. This highlights the challenges advertisers face in the recent years. That's where YouTube comes into the picture. So, with billions of fans, millions of creators, and all the content we love the most, there is only one YouTube. We all know that you can access to every moment, you can access to every screen and format, which means YouTube lets your ads appear wherever people are watching videos, on their phone, probably when they're traveling, on their computer at home, or on their TV. It also means your ads can be short or longer or different styles, so you can reach people at any time and any way they are watching. Also, viewers go deep on content, what exactly they love the most. For example, if you're a person, a chef, right, you probably love baking. You go to YouTube just to learn about the wedding cakes, or how to make wedding cakes. You watch a long video carefully, pausing and replaying parts. You're completely focused on learning. Because of this, YouTube also shows you more videos like the ones you love the most and you've been watching for some time. This means when people are truly interested, they're very engaged, and ads shown, then that kind of ads are more impactful, right? With all these, YouTube is also AI driven, which actually help your ads on YouTube works better, which is where AI figures out who to show your ad to, or how much to bid that particular ad, and which ads are best. This makes your ad spends go further and helps you business grow faster. Right. Now, YouTube has the largest and most engaged audience. This isn't just a thing that what we are claiming, it's actually proved by data. If you take a look at this chart beside on the right side, the chart compares various social video platforms based on the two key metrics. First one is total users, and the other one is average time spent per day. As you can see, YouTube stands out with the highest number of total users, reaching a staggering 250 million. And crucially, users are spending significant time on the platform. The average spend time on YouTube is significantly higher than the other platforms, that also you can see on the screen. This means users are not just passively browsing, they're actively engaging with the content. They are watching videos, exploring channels, and also discovering new creators and brands and products wherever they wanted to. Now, you might have a question: why is this important for demand gen? And why are we talking about it? Because demand gen leverages YouTube. As I said, this is one of the platform that covers by the demand gen, including YouTube Shorts as well, to reach this highly engaged audience. Remember, we talked about consumers being open to discovering new brands and products, right? YouTube is a prime example of this. Users comes to YouTube to learn more, or to be entertained, or to find inspiration. This makes it an ideal platform for demand gen campaign, which allows you to reach consumers when they are most receptive to the new ideas. By leveraging YouTube and YouTube Shorts within your demand gen campaign, you can effectively reach a massive and engaged audience, where driving awareness and driving consideration and ultimately conversions. This makes YouTube a crucial component of any successful demand gen strategy. Now, building on the power of YouTube, let's look at some compelling statistics that further highlight YouTube's effectiveness as a platform for discovery and driving online sales both. YouTube is the place to get discovered, spark connections, and also drive your online sales. And also, this isn't a catchy tagline that we put here. It also supported by the solid data that you see on the screen. First one, online users are twice more likely to discover new products or brands on YouTube versus traditional social platforms. This reinforces the idea that YouTube is a prime destination for product discovery, and also people are actively looking for a new brands or services and are more receptive to discovering them on YouTube than any other social media platforms. But discovery is only one specific step. We need to turn the discovery into action as well. And YouTube excels at this. And as you can see, online users are 67% more likely to buy a product after seeing it as an ad on YouTube versus other social platforms. This is a significant statistic that demonstrates the power of YouTube ads in driving conversions. When people see a product they like on YouTube, they're more likely to take the next step and make a purchase also. These statistics are very crucial for understanding the potential of demand gen campaigns, which leverages the YouTube platforms, right? By targeting users on YouTube, you're not only increasing the brand awareness, but you're also significantly increasing the customers to make payment or make a particular action that actually add value to your business. Now, when we talk about demand gen campaigns, you can create and convert demand when consumers are not searching for your brand or your services that you provide, right? As I said, it's an AI powered campaign. It uses AI to find the right customers at the right moment in the right placements. And the effectiveness of demand gen campaign is largely driven by the Google's artificial intelligence. The AI use it to identify the right audience, as I said, and also it optimize the ad delivery, and also it help you to get maximize results for your campaign. While AI automates much of the process, like where to show and when to show your ad and whom to show your ad, at the same time it also assures the advertisers that they still have an option to steer and fine tune the campaign settings and targeting as needed, providing a balance between automation and as well as the manual input that provided by the advertiser also. Now, what's new with demand gen campaigns? Let's shift gears and dive into the exciting new features that are making demand gen even more powerful. We've already established the why in the previous slides. Now let's explore the how. Demand gen's latest enhancement revolve around three core pillars, as you see on this specific slide. First, we have unlock new demand. This is all about expand your reach and tapping into those audiences who are not actively searching for your brand or product. Demand gen allows you to drive sales by engaging consumers when they stream or when they scroll or connect on YouTube and Google's most visual surfaces like Discovery and Gmail. Next, we have create deeper connections at scale. This is where personalization comes into play. Demand gen empowers you to personalize your creatives and also target your prospective audience with AI controls. This means delivering more relevant and engaging experiences that resonate with your audiences, fostering connections and building brand loyalty. Sorry, forgot to move on the slide. These the finally we have turned discovery into sales. This is ultimate goal where driving conversions, uh, for any advertisers, driving conversions is the ultimate goal, right? Demand gen helps the advertisers to boost online and omni channel sales and prove the incremental impact of your campaigns. It's about turning those moments of discovery into tangible business results. Those three key pillars that we have talked about here work in synergy to create a powerful and effective demand gen strategy. by unlocking new demand and creating deeper connections and also turning discovery into sales. You can achieve significant growth and drive meaningful results for your business. Now, demand gen unlocks new demand at scale. You can reach 3 billion plus users monthly across YouTube and Google. That's a huge active audience on YouTube, Discovery, and as well as Gmail. This scale lets you create demand beyond search campaign, reaching users already engaged with your with Google's popular platforms. Let's see how demand gen builds deeper connections with this audience. So Demandgen leverages the full spectrum of YouTube. We have already covered that part, and it also uses YouTube also covers multiple ad formats, ensuring to ensure you're present wherever your audience is engaging with the video content. Right. First, we have YouTube Shorts. This has been very famous between the Gen Z audience, which are younger audience. Demandgen allows you to reach the users with engaging and the content within the short feed itself. Next, we have YouTube in-stream ads. These are the skippable and non-skippable ads appear before or during video ads, right? Videos. They offer a powerful way to capture attention and deliver your message within the longer form of content. Finally, we have YouTube in-feed ads. These appear in the YouTube home feed, also the search results, also watch next feed. They blend seamlessly with the organic content, making them less intrusive and more likely to be engaged with. For that, you need to make sure you're providing a great content on the particular creative that you upload as a cover page. And by using all these particular YouTube ad formats, Demandgen allows you to reach your audience at various stages of the viewing journey, whether they're watching short form of content or longer form of content or browsing for something that they would like to watch. You can be present with the relevant and most engaging ads. Now, beyond YouTube, demand gen also covers, right? I have already mentioned this point. Also covers Discovery feed as well as the Gmail. First, we have Discover. This platform provides personalized content recommendations to users based on their interests, also their search history. Demand gen ads appear seamlessly within the Discovery feed, reaching users when they're actively exploring and discovering the new content, what exactly they wanted to find on the discovery field. Next, we have Gmail. Demand and ads appear in the promotions and social tabs of Gmail, reaching users in their inboxes. This allows you to deliver targeted messages to users who have shown interest in your brands or related products. Finally, we have Google Video Partners. This network extends your reach beyond YouTube to a collection of high quality websites, also apps that host video content. Demand gen ads can appear on those partner sites, further expanding your audiences and maximizing your impact on the particular campaign. By leveraging these diverse placements, Demand gen ensures your brand is present across a wide range of visual surfaces and also to capture the attention of users in different stages of their journey. This multifaceted approach allows you to reach a broader audience and drive more effective results for your demand gen campaigns. Now, let's talk about a powerful new feature that takes Demandgen to the next level, which is product feeds. This allows you to combine the engaging power of video and image ads with the directness of shoppable experiences, also all within a single solution. This is a game changer for e-commerce brands and anyone looking to drive product sales directly from their demand gen campaigns. As you can see, the product feed integration allows you to showcase your products directly within your ad across all demand and placements, whether it's a YouTube short or in-stream video or in-feed ads or discovery, Gmail, whatever it could be, your products are front and center. This creates a seamless, shoppable experience for users. They can use your products within the context of your video or image ads and easily click through to learn more or make a purchase, right? As a CTS, combining the immersive power of video with the directness of product feeds is a winning combination. You can quickly capture attention with engaging video content and then immediately guide users toward your product, streamlining the path to purchase. Also, the beauty of this feature is that it's all integrated into a single demand gen solution campaign. You don't need to manage separate campaigns for video and product ads. It's all unified now, making it easier to manage and optimize your campaigns. Now, we have heard from many of you that flexible controls are very crucial for AI powered campaign optimization. Hence, we are expanding channel controls to all available ad surfaces in Demandgen globally, starting from March. With channel controls rolling out, you will be able to precisely choose where your ads appear across YouTube, Discovery, and also Gmail, including the ability to tailor your demand in campaigns to serve specifically on YouTube shorts by opting to let me choose option in your settings while creating your ad group. Additionally, we are adding Google Display Inventory to Demandgen to help you to stay top of mind with more customers wherever they are browsing content. Now, engage your most valuable customers by targeting specific audience with controls. It could be your own customer data or remarketing list or the website visitors or the landing page visitors. You can create lookalike audience and target those specific audience to reach more relevant audience who are not even looking for your brand but the services you provide. Some of you might definitely try this lookalike audience. Probably you can share your experience here if you want to share. Next, these lookalike audience help you to discover new customers who are similar to your existing customers. We recommend using them in at least one ad group in your demand gen campaigns. What you have to do is to just upload your customer data and choose how similar you want your new audience to be. The narrower the audience, the more similar they will be to your existing customers. But always remember, we recommend broader audience might reach more potential customers. So next, add your seed and choose how much you want to expand. So you can add up to 10 seed lists to create your segment. You could upload a list of customers who made a high value purchase in your past historic data, or visitors who signed up for your newsletter, or users who spent a long time on your product pages. Combining multiple lists helps the AI understand the ideal customer profile more accurately. Secondly, segment configuration also allows for a narrow balance or broad options for a lookalike segment. This is where you control the expansion. Google's give you option to define how similar the new audience should be to your seed list. Also, as you adjust the expansion level, wherein you if you want specifically narrow or balanced or broad setting, the Google Ads interface immediately shows you an estimate of how many users you can potentially reach in your chosen geographic location. This help you understand the trade off between audience size and the similarity as well. Now, let's shift our focus to the creative side of demand gen. After all, even with the most precise targeting, your campaigns will only succeed if your creatives resonate with your audience, and the creative should be telling the story of your brand or product. So demand gen provides a suite of tools and features designed to help you create, one second, yes, to create and optimize compelling creatives that capture attention and also to drive conversions. First, you can run video and images in one specific campaign. This allows you to test different creative formats and also find the perfect mix that resonates with your audience, whether it's a combination of both video only or image only, or both, like video and image included together. Demandgen gives you the flexibility to experiment and also to optimize effectively. You can also add product feeds to travel feeds to personalize your ads based on the customer interest. This allows you to showcase relevant products or destinations directly within your ads, increasing engagement and driving conversions. Also, Demandgen facilitate A/B experiments as well, allowing you to test and learn which creative works better for your audiences. This data driven approach ensure you're constantly optimizing your creatives for maximum impact. You can also leverage video enhancements in the demand gen campaign, which allows you to flip your original videos and create new videos in a different aspect ratios. This ensures your videos are optimized for various placements, also to create a better viewing experience as well. And this is also coming soon. You will be able to create shorter versions of your videos at scale through video enhancements feature. This will allow you to quickly adapt your video content for different platforms and different formats, and also it can help you to maximize your reach and impact. As I said, and as you know, YouTube Shorts is rapidly growing platform in the YouTube, and vertical video is the native format for this experience. To maximize your reach and engagement on Shorts, it is very crucial to utilize vertical video assets. And also, a recent study claims that adding a vertical video asset to a demand gen campaign leads to more than 35% increase in conversion on shorts. This clearly explains the effectiveness of vertical video or shorts in driving results on this particular demand gen platforms by leveraging the YouTube itself. Now, achieve a wide range of actions to drive your online sales impact. So this slide explains the various ways of demand gen that help you to achieve a wide range of action to drive your online sales impact. So demand gen offers flexibility to optimize for different stages of the customer journey, from awareness to driving final conversions, which is bottom level, right? First, we have the convert intent section. This is where we focus on driving direct conversions. For sales and leads, you can optimize for maximize conversion or use a target CPA strategy. If you're focused on purchase value, you can use a target ROAS bid strategy as well. Next, we have the spark discovery and intent section. This is where we focus on building awareness and driving engagement for traffic, and you can optimize for maximize clicks. For engagements such as YouTube subscribers, you can use maximize conversions or target CPA. Similarly, for site actions such as engaged page views or add to cards, you can also use maximize conversions or target CPA. This flexibility allows you to tailor your demand and campaign to your specific business objectives, whether you are focused on driving immediate sales or building brand awareness and engagement. Demand gen actually provides the tools and strategies you need to get succeeded for your campaigns or your client business. Now, Demandgen provides a suite of lift and ROI measurement tools to help you understand the true impact of your campaigns beyond basic metrics like clicks and impressions. These tools allow you to measure the incremental lift in the key areas. Firstly, we have brand lift study. So this actually help uh, beyond to measure beyond the brand metrics such as awareness, consideration, and favorability. It also help you understand how your campaigns are influencing the brand perception, also driving brand growth. Next, we have search lift. This tool measures the incremental increase in your search for your brand or related keywords as a result of your demand gen campaigns. It helps you understand how your campaigns are driving search interest and generating demand. Finally, we have conversion lift. This tool specifically shows incremental increase in conversion as a result of your demand gen campaigns. So these measurement tools are very crucial for demonstrating the value of your demand gen campaigns. They provide concrete evidence of the incremental impact of your efforts, also allowing you to justify your investment and to optimize your campaigns for maximum ROI. So, yeah. So we've covered the power of demand gen in creating and converting demand. Now let's look at how it complements your existing marketing efforts. This slide highlights the synergy between demand gen and your demand capture campaigns, such as search and performance max campaign. Here, I'm just concluding the slide. So the key takeaway here is that demand gen isn't a replacement for your existing campaign. We recommend you to have it as a push to your existing search and performance max campaign to maximize your overall performance or impact of your demand gen campaign. As you see, advertisers saw 14% more conversions on average when they added demand gen campaign to their existing search and performance max campaign. Furthermore, additionally, 86% of online advertisers who report using demand gen are satisfied with the results they receive from the demand gen campaign compared to a 76% competitor set average. So with this, I'm going to take a pause. I would like to hand over it to Vinay for the upcoming slides as we are moving into the second part of the session. Thank you for your questions. I hope you some of the questions you have already seen the answers. So Vinay, you can address remaining questions, or else I'll be addressing over the chat option since we have a very less time over the right. So over to you, Vinay. Please continue over the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Vasanti. Thank you for the great session, and I'm sure that the audience have must got a gist of reason why demand gen in the first place, right? Now, let's quickly understand. Now, before we move ahead, let's quickly go through the advertiser success journey that advertisers have already been with. They've created Google Ads and then using demand gen and see how they've gone, how it has been with respect to those advertisers. Now we have a unique client here where Swift, they were facing a certain challenge where they had a unique product that they launched in the market, which was sofa in a box, and basically this was what was happening is they were trying to get conversion, but again they were not getting much visibility in this case. So what they've done is with using demand gen and performance max both together, they were able to tap onto these customers journey, as we was initially speaking that it is crucially important that we go ahead and tap on the customer journey as they are growing through the different stages on terms of their, let's say they are streaming, they are shopping, they are going through YouTube videos, probably scrolling. It is equally important that we tap onto these customers while they are engaging in these activities, right? So they have used performance max and demand gen both to leverage, and they were able to see that we when they were able to use both of these and focus on the conversion part, this has basically helped them to achieve 76% growth in their Google driven revenue and 50% increase in their return on ad spend efficiency. So as you can see, demand gen when rightly used, it is not just a campaign to drive your regular demand, but it is also efficiently working enough to go ahead and perform towards conversion as well. Now, let's quickly talk about what is the video action to demand gen upgrade that we have. So as you know that you going forward, you won't be able to create video actions campaigns anymore, right? Even if you're trying to do, you must have seen that you've been redirected to create a demand gen campaign. So that is because you will not be able to create or use video action campaigns anymore. So we have an upgrade that is going to demand gen now. Now demand gen, let's quickly see what new that and what are the benefits if we upgrade to demand gen, and what it has in box for us. So Demandgen offers you same video action campaigns features that you love, and apart from that, it gives goes beyond and gives you so many extra information that you can achieve. So as you can see here in the first initial slide where we are talking about plan, you can plan your demand gen campaign using Reach Planner, which is specifically helping you design your audience with YouTube, and we have Performance Planner where it is helping you to design your performance. So using both these tools, you can launch your demand gen campaign. And then we have your buy segment where we are focused on using the right creative format, including a video only option, as we've Vasanthis have told us before, that we have a control what type of creatives that we can show with demand gen, right? Where you can select the type of feed that you're advertising in, and then you can select with video only option in terms of, or with product feed as you have. Then you have conversion bidding, which is in place, including your target CPA, maximize conversions, target return on ad spends. Then you have maximize conversion value for bidding on YouTube engagements here. You have omni-channel bidding, which will be coming soon. You have audience control in terms of your including your contextual targeting. Then we have already spoken about how lookalike segments looks like, and how crucial it is for you to understand which level of data that you're targeting, right? In terms of, let's say you're targeting broad, narrow, or balanced, that is based on what kind of targeting that you have. Then once you've taken care of that, you have your measurement in place where you can measure the right goal in terms of, you can go ahead and measure your brand left, you can measure your a search left with demand gen, and you can also go ahead and measure your conversion left with that. Then once that is done, you have your data feed that you can measure. Then you have third party brand safety reporting with which you get with demand gen, and you can go on. So you can see all these information that you have with demand gen, and even if you're using it for video only as per se. So also wanted to give you a quick call out that on an average, we saw that advertisers who run video ads with demand gen campaigns saw a similar conversion volume to their existing video action campaigns that they have already got, and at the same cost per action. So we are increasing our reach, but at the same time we are ensuring that we're not spending the extra money in terms of getting that reach here with using demand gen. Now, and apart from the video, we also help you upgrade to video action campaigns using demand gen, where you're able to use the power of video plus image here. So as you can see, you can new creative formats that you unlock with demand gen, where you can run your image alongside your video ads that you have, giving you a great visual experience to the users who are viewing your ad, right? One best example is, previously we were talking about the product feeds, wherein you're able to simultaneously play your video and at the same time showcase your images as well, right? So that is something which is a great option in terms of where you're able to showcase video plus image, and at the same time planning the right creative formats, whether it is video only or video plus image campaign with respect to your product feeds options that you have. So we have seen, and at the same time we have got new bidding strategies which comes with your demand gen campaign. Apart from the bidding strategies which are focused towards conversion, we also have your maximize clicks, which is helping you driving traffic towards your website and goals, right? So, and also apart from that, you have also new audience targeting opportunities, which are your lookalike segments, where you're able to expand on your customer list. You're not targeting the same customers, but what you're doing is you're trying to reach these users who are lookalike to your existing users that you have. And the best practices that we would recommend is using the option of video plus image both, because on an average, as we have seen, as you can see here, advertisers who have uploaded video and image both, they have seen a 20% more conversions at the same cost per action when compared to the when they have just a video only or video assets only in their campaign. Right. To set up your demand gen campaign, you have three options that you can use. First is your manual creation option, where you go and click on plus campaigns, and then you start creating campaign, and then you select demand gen here. And the next option is with respect to Google Ads only, where we have using copy paste option that you have recommended. So this is specifically recommended for the advertisers who are looking for the migration from via video action campaigns to demand gen campaigns. You can use a copy paste feature for while you're doing this, again, because you have only video creatives, that will again be a demand gen video only campaign, right? So campaigns, again, as I've mentioned, with respect to you can have multiple ad groups and assets based on the assets that you already have in your video action campaigns. Then you have upgrade tool. So upgrade tool will automatically upgrade your video action campaigns to your demand gen seamlessly. And in this part where you're upgrading in terms of your video action campaign, which is time seamlessly being upgraded to your demand gen campaign, you'll get probably get two options where you can select the existing ad groups data that you can select, or and assets that you can select. So these are the three options where you can go ahead and set up your demand gen campaigns with. Now, quickly, let's dive into the demand gen best practices. So, it is important when you're getting started with your demand gen campaign. It is very important that you go and define your goals right. Right, when we're talking about defining your goals, be specific on what you need. Is it website traffic, your sales, based on the previous charts that we've gone through, the slides that we have gone through. You can see that what exactly, based on your goal, you can align your bidding strategy accordingly, right? Then choose your audience rightly. So because if based on your marketing goal, where what you have and why you want to use demand gen in the first place, so you can accordingly choose your marketing goal and go ahead and use this demand gen campaign to go ahead and showcase your ads on YouTube, Gmail, Google Discover, Google Video Network, and Gmail as well, right? And then make sure that your creative is in the skin, right? So it is very important that you're doing everything right, but the creative is not really engaging enough, or it is not sparking that connection with the user. So please make sure that your creative is speaking for your goal. If your goal is sale, the creative has to be designed in similar. If it is awareness, again, similar thing. So, in terms of now, let's quickly talk about your audience best practices. So, you can go ahead and use demand gen campaign. As I've mentioned, you can use your first party data like your customer match, remarketing list, and your custom segments or your top performing search keywords. Use this data to find your lookalike segments, right? Then you can go ahead and so you have two options here when we're talking about demand gen audience targeting. Here you have lookalike segments, and here you can use the optimized targeting as well, right? So based on this, you can select what exactly you want, whether you want to find users who are similar to or lookalike to your existing users that you have, or you want Google Ads to fetch new users uh, based on the creatives that you have, right? And the targeting that you have, the location targeting and per se, right? So this is how you can go ahead and optimize. These are the best practices that you can follow when you're talking about audience best practices and in demand gen campaign. Now let's quickly talk about your budget bids and budget best practices in terms of while you're setting up your demand gen campaign, or if you already have your demand gen campaign. This is something which you can go ahead and check. So if your goal is towards your sales, or in terms of then you can probably have any of these bidding strategies, which is your target CPA, target ROS, maximize conversion, or maximize conversion value. But at the same time, please make sure that you're transitioning the transition phase it also respected in terms of transitioning from maximize conversion to target CPA and maximize conversion value to target ROS, right? Then you have, if your goal is towards target traffic goal, then you can use maximize clicks in that case. Uh, Coming next, then we have your minimum 100. So in terms of the budget, please make sure that if your minimum budget is $100 a day per campaign, or based on your reach and planner estimates, you can accordingly set your budget. Right, we also have case studies which has shown that the when this the best practices is followed, it has given advertisers a really great achievement in, as you can see here on the on your screen, right? Now let's quickly talk about the creative best practices. So we always recommend that you should be having at least three uh, let me quickly just add my screen here. Just give me a few minutes. I guess there's some glitch. I'll get it sorted. Right. Yes, there was some issue. So, in terms of when we're talking about horizontal videos, so please ensure that you have at least three horizontal videos, and you have, when we're talking about uh, vertical videos, that is where the power of shots come into the picture, where the most engagement happens, right? Where you're able to showcase your message to the users in a very engaging way. That is where we would suggest you to have at least three vertical videos and three images. So not just that, we also suggest you to optimize your creatives for Google's AI, right? Have an ad strength which is at least good or excellent, nothing below that. So try and see if it is nothing below that, because it will give you a competitive edge in the market where you're pushing your creators to have really good and excellent ad strength. And you can also utilize your A&B experiments, which pre-launch stage. You can utilize your A&B experiments and see how how these creators would perform, right? So ensure that this is something which you're practicing or including as your creative best practices guidance, or you can take a screenshot of this and make sure that you print it out, so that whenever you're planning a demand gen campaign or you're reviewing your demand gen campaign, this is something which is taken care of. Now, let's quickly talk about the measurement best practices, right? It is equally uh, creating the campaign and ensuring optimizing it rightly is one thing, plus measuring your impact is the one of the most crucial important parts in terms of the business, right? So when we're talking about measurements, please make sure that your conversion tracking is set up right. So all the pages are being tracked in terms of specific conversion tag has been tagged to every page on your website, and include your Firebase app conversion. So if you have a website and you also have an app, please make sure that you have the web to app connect in terms of using the Firebase as your app attribution partner, so that you can measure the users who are probably going to your app and making a conversion. If you do not have that, you might miss out on the conversions which are happening on that front as well. And in terms of enhanced conversion, make sure that you're also using your enhanced conversion or enhanced conversion for leads specifically, because you'll now have an option to get additional data from your conversion that is happening. And apart from that, you will also be able to utilize that for future optimization purposes to find better relevant and quality audience. So getting the quality of the quantity of the conversions is another thing, and but the quality of the conversion is also very important, right? That's where enhanced conversion can really help you. And then we have, make sure that you're using data driven attribution model and across account conversion tracking. So again, you can make sure that this is something which is incorporated while you're setting up your demand gen campaign. Or if you have your demand gen campaign existingly, please make sure that this is something which you are going ahead and probably trying to have as a measurement best practices for your demand gen campaign. And when we're talking about your demand gen optimizing best practices guidance, uh, here it is very important that how are we planning in terms of incorporating changes. Like when we're talking about any specific changes that are happening to your bid, it is very crucial. So please make sure that limit your bid changes to plus or minus 15% during a campaign, because anything beyond that is a very significant change, and the campaign might take a lot of time to go ahead and process this change and act accordingly, right? Or at the same time, because algorithm has been, and the machine learning that you've already fed is been running in a certain way, and it is AI backed, so it has been running in a certain way. Now if we are making a tremendous change to a campaign in terms of bids, that might go ahead and impact how your campaign is reacting to it. And then you have ensure that you have collected at least 50 plus conversions to exit your learning phase, right? So if you're transitioning from one bidding strategy to another, please make sure that you have at least 50 conversions in your pocket, so that the campaign is well optimized and well fed with the data. And consolidate your ad groups which has got lesser than 30 conversions in the last 30 days, so that accordingly you can optimize these specific as well. And in terms of when we're talking about using product fees, you can definitely incorporate your product fees with demand gen campaign, which we just saw how creatively demand gen puts your product feeds data into use, right? And also ensure that you're using the power of using the cover image of the video, and you have 50 plus products which are always ready to sell in your Google Merchant Center, right? Now, quick takeaways from this session would be how, so make sure that you're growing beyond those already searching, you're growing beyond and targeting the users who are already searching for your brand, right? In the very initial slides that we spoke of, those three different types of stages where the users are, we already know that if you're targeting with search, we already know these are the specific users who already know our brand, right? Then we would want to showcase our ads to these users who can unlock the new demand across YouTube and Google's visual services that we have. Then and then you can curate your campaigns to be specific to your marketing objective and targeting person, right? You can leverage your lookalike audience segments, as I've mentioned, to target the users, or and at the same time use your vertical videos to drive new engagement. So that is where the most of the new era audiences, where they are spending a lot of time on these vertical formats of the videos. Then you can drive results with performance by using AI plus the controls that you get. So as we know that although the demand gen is an AI driven campaign, you also get manual controls where you're able to control where you want to showcase your ads, or which particular format you want to showcase your ads in, right? So that's where you get most of the control in terms of when we're talking about demand gen. And at the same time, it is efficient enough to drive performance and grow your business and unlock new customers and help you grow your business there. With that being said, it was a great session in terms of understanding demand gen. I hope you had a great intense takeaways, and hopefully you will be benefited out of this session. Thank you so much for attending this program.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for engaging session. Hope no questions, but one last question, Vinay. Could you please check once? Google and FB have lookalike audience. Why is YT giving you this data and not us? I think we need little
You
more.
asked me. So I'll quickly address this. So in terms of when we're talking about Google and the platforms having lookalike audiences, so the way the data is measured in terms of the whether when we're talking about So when the data is collected, right, how it is collected in terms of the conversion tracking, in terms of your remarketing tag that is already there. Now, these kind of information has been passed on to us in terms of the it is encrypted, and the same data is being used for you in your remarketing list as well. So we are at the same time protecting the user privacy, and at the same time helping you to go ahead and target your audiences. So that's where how the data is being tracked is something which is crucial. And I might not be able to give you the real great insights about it in terms of how exactly it has been tracked, right? But at the same time, I would want to let you know that this is something which you can always leverage on, having your first party data where you can track based on the cookie or based on the device ID if you have your apps campaign running. So you can go ahead and use that to go optimize accordingly. Hope that answers your question there.
Yeah, that's it, Vinay.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the being a great audience. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Vinay. That's a great session.